Well, a new minimally invasive procedure has fewer risk and faster recovery time compared to traditional surgery. Seamless hopes to bring human care back to medicine. Mohammed Rustom and Zagum Bhatti join us now to tell us more about Seamless. And this sounds so interesting. I know technology has evolved so much over the years. This is great that we're kind of able to use it in a way to benefit folks whenever it comes to surgery. Tell me a little bit about Seamless in general.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I wanted to tell you maybe just a quick personal story of how we opened up Seamless together. A few years ago, I actually had a gallbladder attack and was rushed to the emergency room, and they actually wanted to remove my gallbladder for me. And at that time, I had said, do I have time to explore my options? And they said, well, if you leave out eating red meat, you can actually potentially buy yourself some time. And I asked many doctors, they all said I have to remove my gallbladder until I met Doctor Bhatti actually. And he said, well, I can just remove the stone for you and I'll leave your gallbladder intact. And that's actually what he did. And so he said to me, hey, why don't you come with me and we open up a medical center together, offering these minimally invasive procedures. And Dr. Bhatti will talk to you about all the procedures that he does.
So it kind of sounds like a wide variety of procedures that you can do with this.
Yes, that's right. So I practice in a field called interventional radiology. So this is really minimally invasive medicine. We perform procedures that are minimally invasive, that don't require an incision, and we use imaging guidance to perform those procedures. We treat a whole host of conditions, from vascular conditions, men's and women's health conditions, orthopedic issues, again, all through a pinhole through the skin.
Oh, pretty incredible. Mm-hmm. What's the reaction usually like whenever you're talking to patients, letting them know, what normally may have required a lot more work, a bigger incision, that isn't needed anymore?
Yeah, so I think patients are happy to hear that they have these options. They don't have to undergo, so take the case of someone suffering from debilitating knee pain due to osteoarthritis. They may have family members or friends who have undergone a knee replacement surgery, which is a big deal. And when they learn that they can undergo a procedure where, essentially it's a 10 to 15 minute procedure where essentially we shut down the blood vessels causing inflammation in the knee, which are responsible for pain, they're pretty happy to know that they can have that procedure. They don't have the pain, the downtime associated with a major surgery. That's
pretty incredible. When you talk about, I've heard of knee procedures and knee surgery replacement. Obviously it takes a long time to recover from, just kind of like getting it back on action. And this is not needed. That's right. Wild to believe. Like 10 to 15 minute procedure and then you're good to go.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. So our field has really, we have a lot of innovative treatments like this. The field is rapidly evolving. We now have the ability to treat major disease processes in a minimally invasive fashion.
Pretty incredible. Yeah. And what was that process like, obviously, whenever you guys teamed up and you're like, hey, let's try and make this happen and make it more accessible for folks in Southeast Texas?
Yeah, look, it's, this is somewhere where I had previously worked as a consultant in a prior life working with oil and gas companies. I knew it was medically underserved. I knew the people of Southeast Texas. Honestly, if you want to get one of these procedures, you're driving all the way to Houston. And even in Houston, you can't always find these procedures. Right? So, this is really groundbreaking, and I would say something which is available not just for Southeast Texas, but even all of Western Louisiana as well will benefit from this.
Sure. How long have you guys been open and doing stuff like this?
Yeah, just since August 1st, we opened up Seamless Medical Centers at 3300 Jimmy Johnson Boulevard in Port Arthur.
Wow, August 1st. That's pretty incredible. Have been successful so far? Lots of folks signing up, stuff like that?
Yeah, we've seen over 150 patients so far, and every day we're getting more and more calls.
Yeah, very impressive, very neat. And obviously, like you mentioned, can cover a lot of different procedures, lots of different surgeries as well. So what do folks need to do to get in contact with you? How do they know if this is a good option for them?
Yeah, so the way that we would do it is we would just ask people to schedule a consult. So our website is www.theseamlessway.com, right? And then we can also get a phone call at 409-213-9575. We'll schedule a consult. Dr. Bhatti, do you maybe want to just cover just some of the procedures that we do and what we treat?
Sure. We mentioned the treatment for osteoarthritis of the knee. I treat other orthopedic conditions, some foot and ankle conditions, shoulder pain. For men suffering from prostate issues, we have an innovative treatment for that. That doesn't involve some of the pain, potential for side effects and complications that come with traditional urologic surgery. I treat women with uterine fibroids. Women suffering from symptoms of these benign tumors of the uterus, which are very common in women, they don't have to undergo a hysterectomy. So we can perform a procedure done via the wrist. We can kill the fibroids. These women are sort of back to normal within a week.
Wow.
They're fully recovered. I treat hemorrhoids in this minimally invasive fashion as well. In addition, I treat folks suffering from leg symptoms, leg pain, swelling, non-healing wounds of the leg. So these are all different things that we offer.
Wide variety, absolutely. Well, I appreciate you both stopping by. Be sure if you are interested, reach out, have a consultation set up so that way you can go in and have this minimally invasive procedure done. So thank you both for stopping by. We appreciate it.
All right. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Still to come this morning is a jack of all trades teaching 5 different classes at Beaumont High School. We'll have this week's School Spotlight next.